Hey,
Music on YouTube.
we back, guys.
Here you go.
Wow, I don't even know. I seem to feel like a multicolored today. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, this if you're just joining this and catch up, IGTV, my story, or you just stumbled on this story, trust me, the part one of this very episode will blow your mind. Trust me. As in, it will knock your socks off. So, this is the Hustle Series Season 2, Episode 15, Part 2, with the one, the only, DJ Blink Blink. He has taken us through his life from the beginning up until the UK, how it happened. So we're going to be going back in right now to learn more about his hustle journey over the time he spent in the UK and what his happily ever after is. So if you're just joining, welcome, mad love. Thank you for making us your Netflix for the next couple of minutes while we conclude the story. With no much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste your time because this story is so good you want to listen twice because it's also named twice. Blink, blink. I'm going to bring him back on right now and then we'll go from there. Take it away.
Hello. Good. Fantastic.
I said I could play small music for you.
Hey. Yes. Eh.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let me
So
not
sound
take
check.
too much.
Sound check. Can everyone hear me
Yeah,
clearly?
you can.
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Quick shout out to everyone who's joined the sequel.
Yes.
Olabella.
Yes.
We're coming for you on the Hustle series, Olabella, at some point.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Blitz, Shell, everybody's back. Ladies and gentlemen,
Good.
please keep sharing this in your network and let's keep going. Yes, DJ Blitz,
All right. So
you were
let's go
telling
back
us
in.
about just about when you were rounding up on your NYC and coming to the
Good.
UK.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
let's go real quick.
we'll start from there. So from the NYSC, my parents they tried to excuse me, they tried to make me remain back in Nigeria. They were like, "Oh, I'm at Bemoto, we'll give you a car," because they knew Adenuga. So they were like, "Oh, we'll put you into glue and everything." But fortunately, thank God, I went. Nah, I want to go and start my hustle. Meanwhile, one hustle that I forgot to mention when I was in Lautech, I had a phone call center. No, sorry, two phone call centers. If everyone can remember, I had one in town and I had one in school. I had the first one in town at Isale General. After running that one, and I opened another one in school, and I had two people that I employed because that was when GSM was going really, really massive.
Yeah.
So I had two people that I employed. So I was making money. So that was, and also one thing I forgot to also mention was throughout my university days, my parents, after my 100 level that they paid for, 100 level till I graduated, I was able to sort myself out with the business of the phone call center that I had. So anyway, so exactly the two phone, I used it to pay for everything. I wanted to pay for school fees, everything. No, my dad insisted to be paying for the school fees, sorry. But money for myself all came from that one. Now, after the NYSC, and they said, "Oh no, we want you to what do you call it? To work in glue and everything." And I refused. But my mom was like, I was making a lot of money from the business that I had, the two phone call centers that I had.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. So I decided I was going to come back to the UK. Shout out to Auntie Ronke. When I came to the UK, I landed in Auntie Ronke's house. My auntie, Auntie Ronke Adepoju. You get landed in her house.
Shout out to Auntie Ronke.
Exactly. Shout out to Auntie Ronke. I landed in Auntie Ronke's house. And Auntie Ronke was like, "What's your plan?" Auntie Ronke is the nicest. Me, I'm stingy. I don't give money. Auntie Ronke will give, yes, I'll say it. If you want to make it in life, you have to be stingy. Another hustle tip. Be stingy. If you are giving people everything, you won't make it. Anyway, Auntie Ronke was like, "What do you want to do? What's your plan?" I was like, "Anything." She was like, "Customer service, is the way forward." You get. So I was like, "Okay, no problem." So Auntie Ronke was staying in a 2-bedroom flat then. She had 2 kids. No, one. Alicia. Shout out to Alicia. She had 1 child and everything. So, and then the we know that you saw now is someone confirming that I'm stingy. Yes. Okay, someone said it's frugal. Yes, I'm very frugal, but I like calling it stingy so that people won't beg me for money. When you don't beg me for money, then I won't. One thing also, I need to tell you guys this. Be very comfortable to say no. I am comfortable. Bayo, you can testify to this. I'm very comfortable in saying no. Yes, I know I'm not stingy. I know I'm frugal. I'm very comfortable in saying no. If you ask me for something, I would never, ever displease myself to please you. Do not displease yourself to please anyone. Nobody. I don't count people. I'm serious. My friends, I can count them on my hand. You know yourselves. If you think you're my friend, you're Jonesy. I'm serious. If you want to know that you're my friend, you know my first name. If you think my first name is Niyi, you are Jonesy.
You are the long thing.
Exactly. Niyi is my middle name. Niyi is not my first name.
Yeah.
So, you need, one thing I always tell people is never displease yourself to please someone. Be ready to say no. If you can say no to anything, I'm serious, that is it. For example, I have fantastic neighbors that are opposite me. You get the best of the best neighbors you can ever have. I don't know if they're here watching it. The best of the best. As in, if they, as they are, you see them, I'll chit chat with them, everything. Do you think if my neighbor should come and meet me now, that I should give them £500? Laura and Michael, don't come and ask me for money. Do you think I'll give them? I'll tell them no. I'm serious. So, whatever it is, there's some things you can do. But if they come and meet me and tell me, oh, we have a water leak, can you give us a mop? Yeah, I'll give them a mop. But if I'm using the mop, I won't give them. I will say no. So anyway, fast forward, got to Auntie Ronke's house. Auntie Ronke said customer service is the way forward. Yeah? I decided, okay, all right, we'll go to customer service. That was where Marks and Spencer came in. Yeah? Went to Marks and Spencer's. I went there anyway, we are lucky. We have paper. Bang, bang, bang. Gas goes, gas. We started with Marks and Spencer's. I did that for 6 weeks. Do you know why I left Marks and Spencer? I got insulted by the manager. Oh, one do me, I can't remember her name. As in, it's paining me that I can't remember her name. I will tell you what she did. Basically, I didn't know anything. She said, take the milk cage to the fridge. And Marks and Spencer has like a big fridge. When we say fridge, it's as big as your bedroom.
Yes.
She said, take the milk cage to the fridge. She didn't say inside the fridge. I took the milk cage. You must put milk cage inside fridge by force because it's a big door. Took the milk cage, put it in front of the fridge, left it there. Went back downstairs, went back to my till, was doing my job. Next day, the woman came. She called my first name, which I won't reveal because, she called me. So let's assume Niyi. Niyi, come here, please. I said, yeah, how can I help? And then I was like, they were telling me that in Marks and Spencer, when you do this, you'll be this, like the progression of your life career is everything Marks and Spencer. So I was like, the woman said, why did you leave the milk in front of Emi JJC? Who know anything? 6 weeks in London. She said, why did you leave the milk fridge? And why did you leave the milk in front of the milk fridge? Another hustle lesson here. Don't be afraid to say what you've done. My guy, my people, they will not kill you. I'm serious. One thing in my workplace, my current workplace, if you lie, you'll be in trouble. Say the truth, and you get to places. She asked me, why did you leave the milk for the I said, I had you told me to drop it up. She said, but did you leave it there? I said, yes, I did. She was like, you're an idiot. By then, I didn't know my rights, Because if you call me an idiot now in any work, you're blow sick, stress, 2 months, you get. She was like, you're an idiot. Why would you do that? Don't you know how to think? Don't you have a brain in your head? I was like,
wow.
Mugbe, you get. I was like, I can't believe this. I didn't even know what to say. I just kept quiet. That day, and that's one thing with me. That day, I went home and I applied for another job. Let's hold that thought. My current job that I'm in now as an assessor and instructor, something happened in my old job, not my company. Basically, we call it an operational incident. I had a station overrun at Shoreditch High Street. I can say this comfortably because I've accepted my failure. You need to accept your failure. I was driving into Shoreditch High Street and I didn't stop at the correct stop board. I've been driving then for about almost 5 years. I was already making a decision I would leave the company. And then I went past one coach. So you guys are your passengers, stuck on Imbale, continue. Anyway, I went past one coach, boom, stop the train. As I stopped the train, it's not sparred. I didn't pass the signal. As I stopped the train, they did the investigation. Funny enough, I was back driving the following day. I made a decision then that after failing, I was frustrated. Remember what I said? Fear, failure, frustrated. I was frustrated at why I have a cutoff point of 5 years. It clocked 5 years in October. I had this incident November 31st. 1 month after, on Halloween. Or is it, on Halloween night. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I went to apply in my current company. Normally, if you have an incident, they usually want you to do action plan for 3 months minimum. I went for an interview with my action plan. Yeah? Got there. I was interviewed and I got the job.
Wow.
With an action plan.
Wow.
I always say one thing. If you invite me for an interview, you made a mistake. Because I can talk. And I will sell myself.
Yes.
And I will sell. If you go for any interview, remember I said this from the beginning, this hustle stuff is not about being a DJ.
Yeah.
Any interview you go for, you must be able to convince that person at the other side of the table that you can do that job better than them. You get? So a manager is interviewing you for a job. The manager can definitely do that job. That's why he's a manager.
Yes.
But when you talk in such a way that the manager is like, hold on, Bobo is better, Jamie. This guy is better than me. You get? They will give you the job. You get what I mean? So anyway, back to what I was saying. By the time I now, did the stuff at Max Spencer and the woman embarrassed me and everything, I got frustrated. I was like, you know what? That's the end of it. I went to apply. That was when they opened St. Pancras, Network Rail. I joined Network Rail. The interview I did at Network Rail was at Arsenal Stadium. The first and only time I've ever been in Arsenal Stadium. I don't like football, as you know. Let me tell you one thing again. Another hustle fact. When you go for any interview or you want to do anything in life, you must be able to do something different from everybody. For example, my DJ style is different. Nobody out there can say they're doing the same thing. You get that we're doing the same thing. It's me that you see doing phone call into live show, going into Twitch, going into this. My interview to join Network Rail, when they told me to give an example of when I handled crowd control, I thought about Night of Jokes with Basket Mouth. The Night of Jokes show I was doing with Basket Mouth in Nigeria. I gave that example standing on the table. Yes. I climbed the table. The people that interviewed me, if you are watching this in YouTube later, confirm it. I was the only one that stood. I stood on the table. Do you know the amount of people they interviewed for St. Pancras? I stood on the table. Anything you're doing in life, any hustle you think you're doing, you must make sure you do something different. You want to buy a house? Your strategy should be different. You want to buy a car? Your strategy should be different. You want to open a business? Even people that are selling moi, your own strategy for selling moi should be different.
Yes.
You that you are doing the hustle series show, your strategy is different. Yes. So, went into Network Rail, did that job for about, I started with customer service. I did customer service for 2 years. Then I went into the control room. Another opportunity came up. I applied for it. Began to progress. I was now moving so fast that people were like, does he know someone? Went through Network Rail, as you said, dashed into Seco Docklands. By then I was now thinking, okay, what can I? And I began to remember what I said about my parents.
Yes.
What they went through. I was now like, this work we're doing. By then I've not bought a house. I was thinking, this work I'm doing. If it goes wrong, what can I fall back on? I was like, okay. I remember then in Lautech, when people were doing small party, I'll carry all my bedu. I'll play music. Lola Sky can testify to it. I'll bring my stuff. Me, Moses, all of us. we'll put music together, everything. But I knew about music because my dad loves songs. And I was gathering a lot of music library then. So I was like, oh, shout out to King David the Great that came in now. He's a musician, one of the greatest artists that I know standing there. I decided that, okay, exactly. So I decided, you know what, I need something to add to my job in the railway. Because I was being paid well. And that was when I went. Now, this is another thing. If you want to do any form of business, please remember I'm not a business analyst.
Yeah.
You need to do something that you have a passion for. You need to do something.
Say that again. Say it again.
You need to do something you have a passion for. You have to be passionate about it. If you want to be a pimp, you have to be a passion. You have to have a passion for pimping. You know, those that don't know what pimp. Yes. One love, King David the Great. If you want to, be a pimp, you have to have a passion for pimping. Sister Kemi is the best. As in, I know a lot of alagas. No disrespect to other people that I know. You know, the Fabulous is fantastic. But Sister Kemi, hey, if I come to this life, another life, and I want to marry someone, my first Sister Kemi, because Sister Kemi, the way she does, not just alaga. Sister Kemi is she's in TikTok. I went to register in TikTok, and I was like, I can't do this. Sister Kemi will carry mic, and she'll be doing, but she has a passion. I'm born into music. I'm a music freak. You get, so if you want to do anything, you know, shout out to bro Bayemi Adebayo. I can see him here also there. Shout out to him. He has a passion. If you want to do anything, you have to have a passion for it. So I was thinking in my mind, what do I have a passion for? My dad, you know, he loves music. I don't want to say the same story. You know, remember what I said from the beginning. Yes. Don't do things the way people be saying that then I used to record songs and this, all that one is baloney. Eh? I won't give you that story of how we're recording songs. I was thinking, my dad loves music. I've been gathering music library. I know about songs, I know about music. Yes, let's go into it. And then boom, I went to the DJ stuff. While doing the DJ stuff, I was improving myself within the railway. I was looking for opportunities for other jobs. You know, like what job can I go into? And then jumped into train driving. You know, I drove trains for some years before doing the assessor and instructor stuff. But if I want to link everything together, yes. Excuse me, if I want to link everything together, I would say, apart from the 3 Fs, for those people that are just joining us on, yes. Apart from the 3 Fs of fear, frustration, and failure, which means I was comfortable to fail. I am happy to fail. Some people will say, failure is not my portion in Jesus' name. Failure is my portion. Because when I fail, I will learn from it.
Yes.
If you don't fail, you will not learn. When you want to fall, people will tell you, you need to fall on a backup plan. I fall forward. After failing, I learn and I fall forward and I improve myself. You get the fear. I had that fear, as in I was able to swallow that fear and go that, okay, I'll face my fear.
Yes.
And it didn't bother me. Yes. And I was frustrated. You get, with that, because of those 3 Fs that I've been working with, I was able to link myself in such a way that I improved myself in my job. Remember when I said I had the station overrun? Yes. After having the station overrun, I went to apply. After you have an incident, then you're on an action plan for 3 months, and you go and apply for a job. And who does that? You want to apply for another job. You're supposed to have an action plan, and you can't change company for 2 years. And then I made sure I had something in the bag, which is the DJ stuff. I'm not going to use this to talk about my DJ life because I believe my stuff speaks for itself.
Yes.
That's why I'm not talking about it.
Yeah.
But I know you know that I'm good. You get? Because I play. Anyone watching this now, you know that it is what it is.
Yes.
So let's now dive back into the main thing, which is, hustling. What else have I done in my life? This is another advice for people. Whatever you're doing, the most important thing, my parents did one thing that was very wise then. They built a house. You cannot be a tenant forever. One way or the other. Buy a property. It may not be easy. Find a way to buy a property that you will move into. I know things are different. People should please bear with me. anyone that is there, anyone that is out there, that that you feel okay, oh yeah, but things are different. Yes, find a way, buy a property, because there's three things that take your money away in the UK: food, rent, transport.
Yes.
Air free travel. Yeah. Transport is not in my equation. You get. So, three things that take your money in the UK: food, transport, rent. Transport is out of my equation. Rent has become my mortgage. Food, I can manage.
Yes.
I only eat minimal. You get. Food I can manage. So that comes back to what I was saying. What did I now do? So another major thank you to Barawale and Auntie Funsho in Sheffield. They are doctors. They tried to make me him and Uncle Kennedy in America, they tried to make me to be a doctor, which, thank God for Pastor Abe that said I will kill people. I said, like, they're a doctor. They forced me. They were like, you have to buy a house. But what did they do to help me? We'll hang that one. Always, I know definitely I will never displease myself to help people.
Yes.
But I'm always ready to help people with advice if I have.
Yeah.
And I'm always happy to take advice from people. That's one thing with me. No matter anyone that knows me, if I want to do anything, I have people that I call. Tolu girl, shout out. My sister, shout out. I'll call them and I tell them, what do you think about it? So they called me. They said, we're advising you to buy a house, whatever it is, but this is what we'll do for you. We have a flat. We would, remember, they are not inconveniencing themselves.
Yes.
To convenience me. Is that correct?
Yes.
To make me, exactly, to make me comfortable. They had a flat in Barking. Barawale and Auntie Funsho, again, much thanks to you. This is all from the prayer walk. Lagos to Ibadan. Blessings upon blessings would always follow me. That's what I always tell people. Guaranteed. So, what did they do? They gave me their flat. I was paying rent. They were collecting $550 from me in Barking. Barking, you can't get a flat. Even in Puffy, you can't get a flat for $550.
Yes.
I was staying in their flat for $550, and they gave me an ultimatum. They said 3 years max. Whatever you can save, you save. But the agreement was it 3 years? 3 years. It was. I think they gave me 3 years or 4 years. I can't remember. But we had an agreement. The agreement was once a year, I need to come to Sheffield. And when I come to Sheffield, we would sit down, we'll discuss how much I've saved. This was how I became very good in saving money. How much I've saved and how much I'm aiming for to buy the house. So, when there the first month, I said, I've saved this. They said, no, that's not impressive. How much are you collecting? These are not my parents. These are my uncles. How much are you earning? They sat down, they calculated this, that. They said, okay, remove this, stop this. You're driving this car. Why are you changing? Because then I have to change cars every 3 years. Why are you changing car? Don't change car again. Do this. To cut the long story short, after the ultimatum, I was able to save enough and I was able to buy the house. At that point, it's because they came down to look at it. But remember what I said. You need to surround yourself with people that would make you progress. And you need to keep on looking ahead. I have people that look. If you're looking at people ahead that are better than you would improve yourself.
Absolutely.
But if you don't look at people ahead and you begin to feel you are better than everybody, you will fail. Even if you are comfortable with failure, you would fail again. Even if you are comfortable with failure, you will fail again. And if you feel you want to fall forward, you will fall into failure. Somebody say amen. Exactly. You will fall into failure. So, Barawale and Auntie Funsho, Dr. Wale and Dr. Auntie Funsho, because if you don't call them, they won't find it funny. When they came down to my house, you know my house?
Yes.
Shout out to Bayo and Yetunde. When we're moving into our house, my petrol finished in my car. You were the one that came down with your gallon, with your car. We went to buy petrol. Remember, you may forget.
Right.
And me, I always remember everything. Thank God for you. You were the one that came down. You carried me to go and buy petrol into my car after my petrol finished. Anyway, after buying the house, but when he came down, he looked at the house and everything. He was like, fine, impressive. This is the only advice. If you ask me till now, what regrets do I have that I didn't listen to? But Awale told me to buy a flat. After buying the house, I was like, oh, Benny, what's your house? What's your flat? Good job. I didn't buy that flat. And flats were very cheap in my estate then. And I could afford it if I had known and I bought the flat. But another person came into my life then to improve me. Shout out to Uche AK. Everybody out there, please listen to this very carefully. When you collect your mortgage for 25 years, maybe 30 years, and you want to pay it for 25, 30 years, Uche gave me advice then. And his advice was this: reduce the years of your mortgage. Reduce the years of your mortgage. After the first 25 years, after we lived there for 2 years, and we did the remortgage, I slashed it. Instead of renewing for 23 years, I renewed for 15 years. I will just hang it there. I won't tell you how many years I have left in my mortgage, so that people will not come and beat me in my house and think what is going on.
Wow.
But the advice I would give anyone out there is this: if you get a mortgage, if you're in a mortgage now, if you want to do your remortgage, you need to plan your remortgage in such a way. You see all these people saying we know. I keep on pestering them to reduce their years in their mortgage. You need to reduce your mortgage years. You cannot remain in debt forever. I am not in debt. Don't be in debt. Don't owe anybody money. If you are out there and I borrow money from you, expose me. It's not that I'm rich. My dad always says one thing also. He doesn't say cut your coat according to your size. No. Live within your means.
Yes.
I would always live within my means.
Yes.
If you are looking at me and you are looking at my cars and my motorcycle and you are thinking, Basbos, sorry, that Basbos is one common thing now in one music. Yeah? If you're looking at me and thinking, this guy has money, he's buying so many things, and you follow my footsteps, or your credit card advice. Yeah, someone just mentioned something about credit card advice. I always give, that's another thing I will discuss quickly. Yeah, there's enough time. When it comes to credit card, you need credit card to build your credit. Some people will tell you, don't collect credit card. But let me tell you one thing. If you want to buy a house, and you don't have good credit, you're on your own.
Yes.
If you're in the UK, what you need to do is this. Always collect credit card with 0% interest. Collect credit card with 0% interest. When you collect credit card with 0% interest, you don't have any reason to pay interest. That is one thing I don't do. That is why I'm reducing my mortgage. You see that my mortgage years I'm reducing the amount of credit I'm paying back.
Yes.
Now, and once someone just mentioned one thing, be smart with your credit card. You have to be smart with your credit card. That comes to living within your means.
Yes.
Now, when you collect your credit card, boom. After collecting credit card, build your years. Like now, I have 2 credit cards that I'm running. I don't pay interest on any of them. None of them. The first one has a limit of about £8,000. The other one I think is about £10,000. You get no. I spend the money, I pay it. I spend the money, I pay it.
Yes.
If anyone needs more advice about credit card, feel free to track me behind. Someone just asked a question. Okay, yeah, what do you want to say?
Because we must say for completeness that DJ Blink Blink is only advising from his own personal experience, because this is going to be probably seen everywhere. So DJ Blink Blink is not a financial advisor.
Exactly.
Is only explaining what he has done personally. So for the sake of political correctness, Anyone who has any questions around mortgaging, reducing your mortgage, DJ Blink Blink is happy to have that one-on-one. Is that okay? So just slide into his DM that DJ Blink Blink go, this matter you raised during the hustle series.
Yes.
More. So he will give you, and I can tell you this for free. Every single thing this gentleman is saying is as pure and as true as he's saying it. So whatever he says to you, he's done.
Exactly.
So that's the best he can give you. So guys, I appreciate the fact that these questions are coming in, and it's a testament to the integrity of your story, because people have followed that journey from part 1 into this part, and now even under 1.5 hours, people are already committing their financial lives for you to mind. And that's the embodiment of the hustle story. I know we can be here for the next 4 hours just talking, but I will not take my privilege of your time for granted, and the access of you coming on here. Your story has been one of the, we've had everyone that has come on this show has always been real. Shout out to every single one that has come before you. But your story again has stopped, and you've just placed it all through. You know, the vulnerability, the openness. You said something which is key, and a number of people have said this. Being okay with failure. And when I mean being okay with failure, I mean accepting the fact that failure comes, you're comfortable with taking the pain and the lesson of failure, pushing back. And I think that is where the real hustlers are defined. You and I know that talk is cheap. Everybody can, oh, I want to be a DJ, I like music, blah, blah, blah. But that's where it ends. Guys, one thing about this gentleman is, and I say this to him, one-on-one, but I'll shout it out here. DJ Blink Blink is a guy you need one of him. Guys, you don't need two. Two will give you problems. You need one of him in your life, because he's a guy, he's one of the very few people who will call you, you pitch something to him, he goes quiet for 2 days, he calls you back on that matter. He says to you, oh, let's do it this way, let's do it. Within another 30 minutes, he's sending you reviews. He's sending you things that your tenacity is out of this roof.
Thank you.
And I can attest to even though I haven't known DJ Blink Blink all his life, but trust me, every single thing he has said here is as pure and as true as it comes. So to that, I celebrate you, and I say this.
Thank you.
You are the true definition of a hustler in every ounce of it, because whatever you lay in this man's hands, trust me, except it's impossible. Trust me. He's an engineer, as you already know. He's a DJ. He's a rail instructor. He's gone through the highs and the lows. He's a homeowner. Guess what? He's a
Police
man with a lovely wife. Shout out to your wife and your kids. You know, this guy comes to your events, and he's videoing, he's playing music, he's ensuring everything is going well. His sense of commitment to a project is just ridiculous. And all I can say, DJ Blink Blink, is mad love to your hustle spirit.
Thank you.
Continue to increase you.
Amen.
Thank you for taking the time. And yeah, somebody said that he has been a policeman too. So, you know, that for me differentiates your whole story from the others. No one has been a policeman, but you've gone the high. You know, from being customer service in Marks and Spencer's to being a police officer for 3 years to going into the rail industry and blazing it, and you're back in the DJ space and doing the same thing. But I think one thing all of us can take away from this is the 3 F's. Like DJ Blink Blink said, don't be afraid to fail, be comfortable with fear, and be frustrated enough to keep happening. Straight up. At that point, in the words of the DJs, we will drop the mic, because that's a drop the mic moment.
Babe.
Thank you, DJ Bling Bling, for sharing. It's been. Thank you
No
for
problem.
saying yes, because I know you're a very busy man and your time is gold. Thank you for everybody that joined. Proud of you. I'm going to Kemo Sikal. He's proud of you. Bling Bling. Police don't police us. People want to know your first name. I'll leave you to slide into his DM for that. It will blow your mind. That's all I can say.
Exactly, to blow your mind.
Yeah.
And as Lord Bionic said, I'm not a financial expert.
Yes.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah,
I just have idea new.
Yes. Yes. So that's all you can do. Tell them what you have done.
Abule back to the world. I can see my Abule back people. Big Bella.
Yes,
Abule back to the world.
Mad love for everyone that joined. Thank you because without you, it'll just be me and DJ Bling Bling just speaking. And I know that DJ Bling Bling, the quality and the gold of what you've just shared is even beyond this live sessions. There's still lots of people who will come across it way after.
Yes.
And then they'll be able to pick things, because you've been social media and the world we live in today. Everyone is perfect. Nobody is failing. Nobody has tribal marks on social media. We all keep our failures and but I think if there's nothing, the hustle series, if the only thing we achieve is get people to the point of being comfortable to talk about their failures, because there we can all learn that whatever failure I'm going through now, he's gone through it and he's done well for himself, so I can pick myself up. So on behalf, at that point, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a blast, massive blast. Once again, maddest love, bro. I appreciate you from here to infinity.
Thank you.
Shout out to your wife for giving you the time and the peace and the space for you to do all you do for the people and for the world, and also for your profession and everything. And also your kids. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got kids. So on
that note, wait, let me do a shout out too. First of all, shout out to my wife, as she said. She's been very supportive. You know, they always say behind every man there should be a good woman behind you.
Yes.
Wherever I am now, she's been there. Yes. Going for my DJ gigs, she's fine with it. Yeah. Yes. You know, doing the hustle series, she's there. And if you want to marry me, good luck to you. I'm serious. My wala is too much, as you know. Shout out to her. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to all my friends. Everybody. Bosun, Usman, Tolu girl, Tolu boy. You know, you guys, there's a lot of people. Bro, Adebayo, sister Kemi, everybody. You know, Chom the caterer. She is one of even you today, your wife. Everybody. There are lots of people sorry that I may have missed you.
Yes.
Or even my Instagram friends, you know, the doctor from Hajj, I can see him from America. There are lots of people from DJ Sheung, my fellow DJs, DJ 91, you know, he's not here, but he was the one, you know, there are people that are very supportive. Yes. Shout out to every one of them. Yes. I really appreciate everyone. Yes. You guys are the bomb. And also, shout out to you. And then, most importantly, biggest sketcher also, shout out to, sorry, I forgot someone, DJ Bliss event. DJ Blitz, Femi is the one there now. DJ Blitz event will always have my back. He's a fellow DJ. If I mess up, he will call me and tell me you did this wrong. He knows. Everybody knows me. I'm happy. Oh, shout out to my sister. She's there also. Sorry. Foxy Nike, shout out to my sister Nike. Shout out to my sister and her husband. And as I said, DJ Bleeds also. No matter what, if I do something wrong, he knows when your friends, sorry again that, you know, that I'm putting this in, when everybody knows you are happy to be corrected, you get, they will correct you and you will progress. So shout out to DJ Blitz, shout out to Usman and Choke in Manchester, the brilliant Usman. And then most importantly, no matter what, shout out to my neighbors, Laura and Michael, because I saw them popping in also. Imagine you having neighbors that will pop in when you have a live show, even though they know you are chit-chatting, they will pop in. But finally, and shout out to your wife also. She gave me 4 different gigs last year. 4 different gigs. I will say it, and I always say it. And this also brings one thing out that I didn't mention. Be happy and comfortable to tell people thank you. If you can tell people thank you, you will progress and they will give you more.
Absolutely.
That's it, Coco. Niger Vendors UK. I just saw Niger Vendors UK also. They came in also. Bro Bidemi, I know that's his first name because I caught him out one day. Thank you to Niger Vendors UK and for being here. And then finally, you, Lord Bionic. My review for you. There's always a review. You are doing well. I wish I had this idea that you're doing. When you have an idea and people want to have your idea or they are stealing your idea, you have made it. This stuff you're doing, you must keep, no matter how, there'll be stones, people have told you this thing, there'll be stones along the way, there'll be mountains along the way. It is normal. You must, in my own opinion, keep doing it because it is a beautiful idea. Oh my blow. You should want it blow. Oh my blow. It has blown. It has blown. That's blows. Shout out to King David. What it blow is going to blow, and it has blown. And I'm impressed. I've dropped my mic. I've dropped my mic.
That means a lot, DJ. If Blink Blink is impressed, trust me. It means there's something good there. He doesn't mind. He doesn't use words very lightly. So, it's been a blessed session, both from everyone that joined, both from you. Thank you. This is the Hustle series where we talk about the hustle stories from a work in progress point of view. So DJ Blink Blink is not grey in the air yet. He's still working out his hustle journey. So if you hear tomorrow that he's left DJ now, he's now in Grammys, doing production, he's part of it. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all the support, everybody. DJ Blink Blink, your feedback, this. It always means a lot to me, and I take it to heart. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I can go on, and we can go on, but I don't want to be a nuisance to your time. Today is Sunday. This is 9:42 p.m. in the UK and of course in Africa. So I'm going to let you go back to your very lovely worlds and wishing you the best week. We go again on Friday, next week, Friday, 8 p.m.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
With another blazing Hustle series guest, just like DJ Blink Blink. So, between now and then, as we always say, you will remember this. Hustle Victoria.
Continue.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Have a great week. See you on Friday. Share this video as much as possible. You never know who will need to hear one thing about what this gentleman has spoken, and it might just catapult them to their own successes. So, we are together in this. One love. And have a good week.
Thank you, sir.
DJ Blink Blink, thank you. And thank you everybody for taking your time. Thanks for making us your Netflix.
Yes, so.
See you later, guys. Bye.
See you later. Bye.